You introduced me first before I asked. Said my name to everyone like it belonged there. No hesitation, no explaining who I was. You introduced me first before I asked. We walked into a room full of your people. I knew nobody, you knew everyone. You could have moved ahead and let me follow. You turned around and put me in the room. This is my friend is a simple sentence, but the way you said it wasn't simple. You said it like my being there was obvious. Like of course I was there, where else would I be? You introduced me first before I asked. Said my name to everyone like it belonged there. No hesitation, no explaining who I was. You introduced me first before I asked. You kept me in the conversation after, pulled me in when I was drifting to the edge. Said ask her, she knows this. She'll tell you like I was someone whose answer was worth having. This is my friend is a simple sentence, but the way you said it wasn't simple. You said it like my being there was obvious. Like of course I was there, where else would I be? You introduced me first before I asked. Said my name to everyone like it belonged there. No hesitation, no explaining who I was. You introduced me first before I asked. You didn't check if I was okay first. Didn't ask if I needed a minute. Didn't hover with that look that means I see you standing slightly outside this. You just said my name and the room made space, and I was in it before I decided whether I was ready. And it turned out ready wasn't necessary, because you'd already put me there. And that was exactly right. You introduced me first before I asked. Said my name to everyone like it belonged there. No hesitation, no explaining who I was. You introduced me first before I asked. Before I asked. Before I asked. Googled what you said so I could talk about it. 40 minutes deep in something I knew nothing of. Showed up the next day with a casual opinion. Googled what you said so I could talk about it. You mentioned something you were into currently, a specific thing, technical, not my area. I nodded like I had thoughts about that area, then went home and acquired some thoughts immediately. I am not naturally interested in this subject. I wanna be transparent about that fact, but I am naturally interested in you talking and could talk about it. You seemed pleased that I'd had thoughts about it. Asked to follow up I was not prepared for. I answered with the confidence of someone who read one article in pre-forum post. I am not naturally interested in this subject. I wanna be transparent about that fact, but I am naturally interested in you talking, and you talk about this with a specific energy. Googled what you said so I could talk about it. 40 minutes deep in something I knew nothing of. Showed up the next day with a casual opinion. Googled what you said so I could talk about it. The follow-up question exposed some gaps in my 40 minutes of preparation. I said, interesting point, I'll look into that, which I did immediately on my phone, under the table, while maintaining eye contact, which is a skill I did not know I had until you gave me a reason to develop it. Under a table with one bar of signal and a very specific motivation. Googled what you said so I could talk about it. 40 minutes deep in something I knew nothing of. Showed up the next day with the casual opinion. Googled what you said so I could talk about it. Googled what you said. Casual opinion. What you said. Googled what you said. Casual opinion. Sleep on my side, leave yours untouched. Same invisible line we drew without drawing. My half is mine, your half is waiting. Sleep on my side, leave yours untouched. It started as practical that first night. You preferred the left, I had no preference, so I took the right and we both slept fine. And something got decided without deciding. The right side is mine now in a permanent way. I couldn't sleep on the left if I tried, which I haven't tried and won't be trying, because the left side is yours until further notice. Sleep on my side, leave yours untouched. Same invisible line drew without drawing. My half is mine, your half is waiting. Sleep on my side, leave yours untouched. My friends stayed over once and took the left. I lay on the right in complete discomfort, not because of the right side specifically, but because of what was happening on the left. The right side is mine now in a permanent way. I couldn't sleep on the left if I tried, which I haven't tried and won't be trying, because the left side is yours until further notice. Sleep on my side, leave yours untouched. Same invisible line we drew without drawing. My half is mine, your half is waiting. Sleep on my side, leave yours untouched until further notice. same thing and sounds more reasonable from the outside. Sleep on my side, leave yours untouched. Same invisible line we drew without drawing. My half is mine, your half is waiting. Sleep on my side, leave yours untouched. My side, yours untouched. You texted during, and I felt everything stop mid-sentence with someone else entirely. Your name on the screen, and the room went quiet. You texted during, and I felt everything stop. I was in a conversation, fully present, the kind where you're actually listening back. Your name appeared at the top of my screen, and I lost the thread of what I was tracking. I didn't check it, kept the phone face down, finished the sentence I was in the middle of. But whatever came after that conversation, I was somewhere else for all of it. You texted during, and I felt everything stop mid-sentence with someone else entirely. Your name on the screen, and the room went quiet. You texted during, and I felt everything stop. I checked it after when I had a moment. One sentence, completely ordinary. Nothing urgent, nothing that explained why my entire nervous system had an opinion. I didn't check it, kept the phone face down, finished the sentence I was in the middle of. But whatever came after that conversation, I was somewhere else for all of it. You texted during, and I felt everything stop mid-sentence with someone else entirely. Your name on the screen, and the room went quiet. You texted during, and I felt everything stop. One ordinary sentence is what you sent about something that happened. Nothing significant, nothing that required my entire nervous system to have the reaction it had to a name on a screen for 2 seconds before I put it face down. But the nervous system does not consult me on these decisions. It just responds, and what it responded with was everything stopping, which is information I am still processing. You texted during, and I felt everything stop mid-sentence with someone else entirely. Your name on the screen, and the room went quiet. You texted during, and I felt everything stop. You texted during, everything stop. Everything stop. You texted during, everything stop. Kept your recommendation, never used it. The restaurant, the book, the place to go. Screenshot sitting in a folder since November. Kept your recommendation, never used it. You mentioned it specifically, said I'd love it, said the food was something I should try. I said I'd definitely go, meant it fully. The screenshot is from the same conversation. It's not that I forgot or lost the interest is intact. The screenshot is intact. It's that going alone feels like the wrong version of something that was meant to be a different trip. Kept your recommendation, never used it. The restaurant, the book, the place to go. Screenshot sitting in a folder since November. Kept your recommendation, never used it. I've passed it twice on the way to other places. Looked at the frontage, looked at the menu board. Kept walking both times for no clear reason that I'm prepared to examine honestly. It's not that I forgot or lost the interest is intact. The screenshot is intact. It's that going alone feels like the wrong version of something that was meant to be a different trip. Kept your recommendation, never used it. The restaurant, the book, the place to go. Screenshot sitting in a folder since November. Kept your recommendation, never used it. The folder is called Saves, which is appropriately named because I am saving it, not for later generally, for later specifically, with you specifically. In a future I haven't confirmed, but I'm keeping the screenshot for, which is either optimism or the most elaborate reason to not eat somewhere that anyone has ever constructed. I prefer optimism. The screenshot stays. Kept your recommendation, never used it. The restaurant, the book, the place to go. Screenshot sitting in a folder since November. Kept your recommendation, never used it. Kept your recommendation, kept your recommendation. Screenshot stays. inside a conversation is a thing that requires two people who are tuned to the same thing without agreeing to be. You can't manufacture that. You can't practice it. It either happens or it doesn't. It happened at that table in the middle of someone else's sentence. And I've been on that frequency every time we've been in a room together since then. Just in case you send another one. You found it funny too, and that was it. The thing nobody else in the room had caught. Same wavelength before we'd established one. You found it funny too, and that was it. Changed my answer after you said yours. Not because I'm easily influenced generally, specifically because your answer was better. Changed my answer after you said yours. Someone asked us both the same question. My answer ready, felt confident. You said yours first and it was clearly better. I updated mine between your sentence and mine. This is not something I do as a rule. I have strong opinions I maintain under pressure, but your answer had a detail I hadn't considered, and I considered it in approximately 4 seconds. Changed my answer after you said yours. You said yours. You noticed, I could tell that you noticed. Said, oh, interesting, you changed that from before. I said I hadn't fully thought it through initially, which was honest and also not the whole reason. This is not something I do as a rule. I have strong opinions I maintain under pressure, but your answer had a detail I hadn't considered, and I considered it in approximately 4 seconds. Changed my answer after you said yours. And not because I'm easily influenced generally, specifically because your answer was better. Changed my answer after you said yours. The not the whole reason part, for full transparency, is that I also just like the way you think about things, the specific angle you take before you get to the answer. And I wanted to try it from the inside, so I took your answer and made it mine for about 40 minutes, and then kept it because it was genuinely better, which was the original reason. The other reason is separate and not something I'm ready to put in an answer yet. Changed my answer after you said yours. Not because I'm easily influenced generally, specifically because your answer was better. Changed my answer chose you first. Crowded room and you were the first face. Every time without deciding to choose. Everything at once and I chose you first. Walk into a room and something orients, like a compass that doesn't ask permission. Direction happens before the decision. You're where I end up every single time. I've tried to track when it started exactly. The introduction, the first laugh, the coffee cue, but it was already happening at the beginning, before I knew there was a beginning to have. Everything at once, and I chose you first. Crowded room, and you were the first face. Every time without deciding to choose. Everything at once, and I chose you first. They introduced me to the room, the window seat, the schedule cleared, the name saved with the last name, the mug, the ticket, the list in the drawer. Every small thing pointing the same direction. I've tried to track when it started exactly. The introduction, the first laugh, the coffee cue, but it was already happening at the beginning, before I knew there was a beginning to have. Everything at once, and I chose you first. Crowded room, and you were the first face. Every time without deciding to choose. Everything at once, and I chose you first. Here is the full catalog. Every volume, every track, every object kept, every detail filed, every wrong exit, every mirror rehearsal, every alarm still set, every playlist still named, every credit sat through, every laugh caught half a second early, every window seat, every chapstick in the morning light, every grocery list in the back of the drawer. All of it was orientation, was the compass, was the room, and you at the center of it. Every single time, without me deciding, and now I'm deciding out loud, and the answer was always you, from the very first room.